If you like this video, please click on the like button. Comment with the names of the movies you would like us to cover next. Click the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get notified of our latest creations. We cover 100 movies from around the world every day. To advertise with our channel, reach out to us. Our contact information is on our channel page. Now, let's move to the plot of this movie.
Nixon Oil Company Inspector Paul Sturges is sent to a small Mexican town in Baja California to check on El Diamante, an offshore oil rig. He brings his wife Ines and their 2 children, Audrey and Tommy, along for a vacation. Upon arrival, the family finds the town in ruins. The remaining locals are suspicious and unfriendly, and fear turns to anger when they learn that Paul works for the company that commissioned the oil rig. Paul, seeking to see if the rig is worth revitalizing or decommissioning, takes a boat to it. He arrives to find the rig dilapidated, hazardous and surrounded by an oil spill, crewed only by 2 remaining rig workers, Chato and Junior, along with their pet Chihuahua. After being harassed and stalked by the angry locals, Paul's family decides to follow in another boat. As the boat arrives, Chato and Junior begin to panic and fire flares as a 70-ton megalodon shark, the Black Demon, Spanish, El Demonio Negro, which is prowling the waters, begins to chase the boat, barely managing to get onto the rig unscathed. The family is forced to watch as the megalodon destroys the boat that brought them to the rig, killing its captain. After witnessing the attack, Chato reveals to Paul that some lucky crew members escaped the megalodon, adding that the radio on the rig does not function and calls made to Nixon Oil for help were ignored. Nixon Oil knew about the oil spill coming from the rig but never cared to fix the problem. Later, Ines discovers the safety reports for the rig and notices that the warnings have been ignored. And Paul signed the documents approving the rig's revitalization regardless of the dangerous conditions. When she confronts Paul about this, he admits his mistakes and adds that he did what he did to provide for his family, stating his job and economic security would be at risk if he did not act according to the company's interests. Nixon Oil developed self-inspections to get away with ignoring hazardous working conditions and threatened Paul when he attempted to confront them over this. Ever since, he has been forced to work in Nixon Oil's self-interest, while the local community suffered as a result of the company's negligence and greed. While Chato and Junior dive underwater to restore power to the rig, Chato believes the megalodon to be a herald of the god of rain, Tlaloc, who punishes those who take greedily from nature. Underwater, Paul notices a demolition bomb attached to a leg of the rig. Nixon Oil have actually been aspiring to kill him all along, realizing their practices would be reported sooner or later and that they would be blamed for the oil spill. The company had Paul sign the paperwork so that he would take the fall and die when the bomb detonated. Junior is killed by the shark and Chato narrowly escapes. Realizing the danger and hoping to set things right, Paul dives underwater, as his family and Chato escape, to seal the oil spill and destroy the megalodon. Though he seals the leak, the megalodon forces him to hide in the structure of the rig. Strapping the bomb to his chest, Paul realizes that to kill the megalodon, he will need to sacrifice himself. Over his radio, Paul says his last goodbyes to his family before letting the megalodon consume him. The bomb detonates, killing the megalodon and causing the rig to collapse. While leaving, Paul's family intends to give the documents he gave them to the townsfolk so they can hold Nixon Oil accountable. As they sail back to shore, a fishing boat rescues the group as a rainstorm begins.